So we do 40 hours. It's basically this whole week of DUI enforcement. Why do we do it? How do you do it? And what's the training necessary to have an officer skilled in DUI enforcement? So we spend the first couple of days just going through case law, how to do the tests. And then today we get a couple people, we give them alcohol, and it gives us a chance to offer a real world example of how to conduct field sobriety. We can show them PowerPoints and videos, but until they're doing field sobriety on an actual live person in a traffic stop, it really gives them a better idea of how to perform field sobriety. And it lets us critique them to figure out how we want to correct their technique, because it's very specific. The way these officers do it in the police academy is the same way I'm doing it 15 years on the job. There's no change. It's standardized. It's the way every police officer in the country should be doing it. So we make sure they're very, very specific. It starts off with the traffic violation, whatever they see in order to conduct the traffic stop, getting the driver out of the vehicle. And while they're talking to the driver and while the driver's getting out of the vehicle, what do they see? Are they smelling that alcohol? Is the driver maybe falling out of the car, using the car to balance? Really picking up on some of these indicators of what a drunk driver might do. And then we go into the tests. It's the horizontal gaze nystagmus test, which is the eye test. The walk and turn test, which is walking on a straight line, turning around and walking back. And then a one-leg stand test, which is just that. It's balancing on one leg for 30 seconds. And what are the clues they can observe that will help them indicate this person is a drunk driver, or no, this person is sober. Maybe they did legitimately have one drink and it's okay for them to drive away. Are they borderline? Are they kind of at that legal limit where we don't feel safe for them to drive home, but we don't think they're over the limit, so we're going to get them a taxi ride or an Uber ride home or wherever they want to go safely? Or are they over the limit and we need to arrest them and take them to jail? When we bring in total strangers they don't know who are going to show nystagmus, we want them to see this is what nystagmus looks like. This is what nystagmus doesn't look like. We actually have one of our drinkers who hasn't been drinking at all, who's our dummy, who we want them to see. Are they seeing things that aren't there? And a lot of times you'll find out student officers try and please you. They're going to say, yeah, I'd arrest that person too, Sarge. Okay, that person hasn't anything to drink, and you just arrested a very sober person. The first thing I tell them on day one is the two biggest mistakes you can make in DUI enforcement is arresting a sober person and letting a drunk driver go. So knowing the difference between someone who's sober and someone who's drunk is paramount.